Well, we finally made it to Lincang in southwest Yunnan. It's been quite a tiring day. It took us about 4 hours from Beijing to get to Kunming, and then we had to get a connecting flight, which took us about 40 minutes to get here. And Lincang is famous for its ethnic minorities, its diverse cultures and customs. There's a lot to see. We're on the border with Myanmar. Exciting times. I'm Gareth Edwards. This is Travelogue. Let's get going. Our journey begins along some pretty treacherous roads on our way to Shuangjiang County. Hey guys, so we just decided to make a quick pit stop here because it's quite a bumpy road up in these mountains. But we've left the city and we are now officially entering Shuangjiang County, which is famous for its tea and it's also famous for its 4 ethnic minorities. Anyway, let's go. Shuangjiang is a county of contrasting cultures, but even more impressive is its tea growing history that dates back over 3,500 years. It's here that you'll find some of the most expensive tea in the whole of China. The tea leaves themselves are larger here than on typical tea trees from other regions, which is precisely why tea in Shuangjiang is so popular. Given that tea culture is inextricably linked to the locals' daily lives in Shuangjiang, it won't be difficult for you to just go up to someone and just ask him to show you around. We're currently pretty high up, 1,700 meters in fact. And the reason why is because these tea trees are some of the oldest and most expensive in the whole of China. Check out this woman, she's one of the tea tree pickers. I ask permission before I eat these very expensive leaves. Oh, that's quite a bit strong taste. That's a very strong taste. You have to try it yourself. 我上，好好，你也上啊，我不上。
看我上课的话，
来，这里，这个，啊，
你上去行不行？我会上去。
Don't try this at home. She's going pretty high up. Whoa. Wonder if she's got insurance. Wonder how long these guys, they're doing this all day, so they're used to it, but this is definitely a job where you need insurance. I tell myself that I must remember the painstaking effort that goes into picking these leaves the next time I'm sipping tea from Shuangjiang. Wow. This tastes pretty good, and I'll tell you what, it took us a long time to get to Bingdao village, but the trip just got better. This stuff is some of the best stuff you can get in the whole of China, so it was definitely worth it. Coming back. Oh. 好喝。Our next port of call is Wanyao village. For over 200 years, the families of this village have almost exclusively focused on just one thing, pottery. And it's here that you'll find an ancient way of doing ceramics and pottery that's been passed down from generation to generation. Well, there's a strong smell of pine around here, and I guess a lot of it is used because for making the pottery and the porcelain and all the ceramics around here, quite a lot's got to be used. And this particular one here, this dates back to Emperor Qianlong during the Qing dynasty. And I tell you what, it's so hot around here. Before 2004, it would have taken us round about 2 days to get here, driving through mountainous terrain, treacherous terrain. But it only took us 40 minutes, so that's why I look pretty rosy today. The villagers still use a traditional form of pottery that dates back to the Qing dynasty from 1644 to 1911 AD. Although there are many variations to making the pots, the general process will involve body blank, painting, carving, scraping, clinkering, polishing, and requires a lot of skill. I'm definitely not going to try and give you a demonstration of how to make this because A, Demi Moore's not here, and B, actually this skill requires an immense amount of talent, and Mr. Dung here, you could call him the pottery king of Wanyao village, and this skill's been passed down from generation to generation for hundreds of years, so just watch how he does it best. Fancying my chances, I asked Mr. Yang if I can go and have a go myself. After all, it can't be that difficult to do. Oh my goodness. I don't think anyone's going to buy this one. I think I'll have to buy it myself. He's been so polite. He's like, yeah, it's really good, whatever. Jianda. There you have it. My first bit of pottery business going on there. Fancy buying this? No? Okay, all right. Mr. Yang has been making these pots for his whole life, and the customs here in Wanyao village, they've been going on for over 300 years. So it's not something that you can pretty much get off the bat. And you can actually see the difference. I mean, these are Mr. Yang's pots here. The outer coating is totally smooth, and these are my ones there. Obviously, you can see who the expert is. And here's my little puppy right here. And each one of these compartments, you can fit in 56 of these. And what they'll do is they'll start off a fire at the bottom and gradually heat up each compartment. And hopefully, should have a pretty looking thing coming out at the other end. Oh, humble hazer, that's not going in. I'll keep this as a souvenir. Poor Mr. Yang, I felt absolutely terrible about that. Stay far away from the pots.
就是过多小事一个餐啊，整体性是有时候忘记约过10、20个小时吧。
哦，是吗？你热不热？
热点。
It's actually really hot at the moment, but this is where the whole process starts. And usually altogether, I mean, the process is pretty long, but it will take around about 16 hours before all the pots are made and the porcelain's all made. And this guy is seriously hardcore to be doing this all day. Wow. Join us as we get up close and personal with the Wa villagers in Shuangjiang and immerse yourself in the colourful culture and dance of the ethnic minorities in Lincang. All this coming up next on Travelogue. In this episode, we take you to the far reaches of southwest China's Yunnan province, experience some of the best tea in the whole of China, and prepare yourself for some colourful festivities with some of Lincang's ethnic minorities. All this coming right up on Travelogue. The official name for Shuangjiang is actually Shuangjiang, Lahu, Bulang and Dai Autonomous County. It's a bit of a mouthful, but that's because the county is inhabited by these 4 ethnic minorities. One of the advantages I can clearly see is that they each get to celebrate each other's holidays as well as their own. On top of that, they also get to celebrate the public holidays in China, which basically means that theoretically, they should be on vacation for most of the year.
I tell you what, this is such an amazing event. To be here with 4 different minorities that all live together, have been living together for hundreds of years. This is a special thing, very special event. Yeah.
来，他吃吧。
啊，
这好吃。
谢谢啊。Wazhu women. Beautiful, beautiful voices. It'd be rude of me not to drink with each minority, so. Thank you, you. 谢谢啊。
还有傣族吧，还有傣族。
Wow, what a wonderful opportunity to be here with such a rich cultural mix. I'm in heaven. I am in heaven. I've been trying to do this for 30 minutes. Can't get the treats. I'm picking a minority each time. This is a 你是佤族人吗？是吧？ This is a Wa minority. This is another minority, the Dai minority. I like their dresses, very elegant. Hopefully they can have a better chance at teaching me how to do this incredibly difficult dance. It looks very easy, but it's difficult, I'm telling you, and it's tiring. The Bulang are usually, they're very good at the drums, but this is not the time for their special dance yet. Dum Bulang, Lahu, Wa, got Dai, we got Lahu again. Lahu are the ones with the headgear, right? Lahu, she's got a cool hat. I want one of those. I think I'm covered. I've covered pretty much all the minorities here. Having a look. Oh, having a look. Wazhu. These are the Wa minority again. And actually they're pretty important as well because Lincang is predominantly, this is the home of the Wa ethnic minority. I give up. They're too good for me.
After our night of singing and dancing, we're up at the crack of dawn to see what Shuangjiang has to offer. If we're lucky, we may get a chance to see the Wa people up close and personal, going about their daily lives.
Morning guys, so just grabbing a bit of breakfast. Today is day 2 in Shuangjiang County, and last night was pretty strange. We got to Shuangjiang and we were treated to a local performance by the 4 ethnic minorities here, the Wa, the Bulang, the Lahu and the Dai. And what I loved about it was the fact that even though each of them have different traditions, each of them could appreciate the other's dance whilst they were doing their special dance. Anyway, today there's a lot more to see with the minorities. Let's get going.
When we enter the village, there's a feeling of excitement. It looks like we've caught an event about to happen. I noticed that the Wa have gathered around and the villagers have cut down some trees as part of their tradition of swing making. In the old days, there wouldn't have been a lot in terms of entertainment, so the Wa developed ways to amuse themselves, some of which have continued to this day. Historically, the Wa were known as a fierce people that inhabited the mountains of southwest Yunnan along the border with Myanmar. They were mostly feared because one of their ancient traditions involved ritualized beheadings of rival clans or outsiders such as the English during the 1930s. Putting that aside though, they were also known as a very festive people. In all important rituals and events like weddings and building houses, the people of the whole village will dress up, sing and dance in one big circle. In actual fact, the Wa need very little excuse to jump on their feet, start singing, start drinking and celebrating in general. From the moment we entered the village, we can sense the warmth of the Wa people. But at first, they're a little bit shy. One of them offers us a beer, and the moment we take our first swig, the villagers are all over us, and it's as if we're part of the crew. I'll tell you what, Obama would be proud of this kind of beer diplomacy. Although the Wa, the Lahu and the Dai and the Bulang are all mountain people in Shuangjiang, it's easy to differentiate who is who by simply looking at the way buildings are built. Each minority will live in their own compact communities, but straight away you can see the differences in architecture.
Well, I can't believe it. It took them, they got up really early this morning, and just to get this rope here, it's not rope, it's fine, but they got up early, had breakfast, and it took them 4 hours to bring that from a big tree over there, bring it all the way down, and here it is.
In Wa culture, when the host offers you your first drink, it's customary to pour a little bit onto the ground to celebrate the earth and the universe. Good way to start the celebrations, I say.
Made from rice. It's just like Rice Krispies back in the UK. There's 300 people that live in this village. It's kind of gelatinous. No, so I was supposed to mix it properly, so... Well, that's not really that's really, really spicy. Wow, 中国人喜欢喝酒啊。
喜欢喝酒。
Enough of the eating though, and let's get on some swinging. Naturally, first guy to go on the swing has to be the village chief. This is a rare time of excitement for the Wa, and they're going to make the most of this. Even the village elders and the ladies are going to participate in this special event. Well, if the Wa can have their fun on the swing, why can't I? Before leaving though, the villagers insist on showing us one of their local Wa traditional hobbies. It's a game that involves doing tricks with a wooden spinning top that looks a little bit like a type of mushroom called jizong. It's definitely not an easy game, but the Wa absolutely love it. The aim of the game is to use the rope to spin the spinning top, and then at the same time to do tricks with it and actually get it to throw up in the air and catch it when it comes back down. Pretty hard to do, actually.
We'll get the pro to do it first, right? See how it goes. That is beautiful. Oh, shit, you got to roll it around really tightly. Oh, 再来一遍, 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 再来一遍. I reckon I could have done that myself a little bit better, but she's actually very good. Oh, 还有呢，这里吧。死气的啊！谢谢。
I realise that this is more than just a relaxed hobby for the Wa. A lot of pride goes into making the spinning tops, each with their own unique decorations. Once the game starts, you can see just how eager the participants are to show off their skills. There you have it. The perfect example.
This to me. I wanted to pay for it because you can't buy this. They make it themselves, and he's just giving it to me for free. So touched. I would have paid like a lot of money for this.
Coming up next, we make our way to the Wa hometown of Tangen. Join us as we immerse ourselves in authentic Wa culture, from drinking games to tasting Tangyuan's culinary delights. All this on Travelogue.
Wow, those guys are pretty hard at work there. Not an easy life, definitely not. To have to grow crops on quite a steep slope, that's not easy.
It's another 2.5 hours of zigzagging roads to Tangyuan from Shuangjiang. Tangyuan is the home of the Wa, and it's here that you'll find the biggest concentration of Wa people in Yunnan. It's also here that the Mon Festival will take place. Mon literally means to touch you into black. In tradition, Wa people believe that black is beauty, and the aim of the festival is to emphasize just that.
我是矮的话，可 People look slightly different around here, and the reason is we're in Tangen County, which is home to the Wa minority, and it's on the border with Myanmar. So it's pretty awesome. We've only been here for 5 minutes, and already I've had someone come up to me, offer me cigarettes. I don't smoke, but well, nice people already.
Eager to catch some of the local culinary delights, we make our way over to one of Tangyuan's most popular Wa restaurants. The Wa are a cheerful singing people, and before we can tuck into our meals, the Wa chief sings one of his traditional songs. Only a few hours earlier, we listened to the very same songs in our car. It's so wonderful to hear it being sung live within an authentic Wa setting.
Wow. Oh, good lord.
It's customary in Wa culture to be able to, well, you have to use your hands to eat with the food. And Xiao here can obviously eat a lot better than I can, but if you do come here, make sure you ask the locals how to eat properly, otherwise you're going to look like this. I think it's fine by me actually, because I'm not too good with the old chopsticks anyway. Suffice to say, the Wa people aren't all about the singing. With a gleeful look in their eyes, they're only too happy to subject me to one of their most grueling traditional drinking games. As long as they sing, you basically have to drink. And all it takes is one of the Wa to feel like singing again, and before you know it, you're on to another round of songs and shots.
Blimey, that's one heck of a drinking game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling quite lightheaded at the moment. But I guess, I wasn't told before, but I guess the aim of the drinking game was just to drink until the end of the song was over, except they just carried on going and carried on going. Anyway, great meal. Oh, let's get out of here.
And now it's back to town. Every year, around the beginning of May, and only a few days after the Dai minority's Songkra Water Festival, you will find literally thousands of Wa people gathering in Tangyuan and getting ready for their own special celebration, Mon Festival. And this year, so are we.
Well, it's been an absolutely awesome experience so far. We managed to get a little taste of the local culture and traditions here in Lincang, but the real reason we came here was because of this, the Mon Festival. And tonight is the opening ceremony, but you know what? We'll just have to find out some other time, because 3, 2, 1, see you in the next episode.